What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a couple of years since I made a video or updated you guys. Today, we are having some issues with the Golf R. The car has been good for the few years we were inactive. We've had some slight problems here and there, but nothing we couldn't manage. Today though, we are taking care of the low pressure fuel pump again. Recently, it hasn't been able to send the correct amount of fuel requested to pumps. Last week, I did stall out on the way to work too. Had to reset it a couple of times. Thankfully made it in and then had the car towed home and just ordered the low pressure fuel pump. So we've got that bad boy right here. We're going for the same low pressure fuel pump. This is a Walbro 450. This is the pre-assembled version from Precision Raceworks themselves. Hopefully we can get this installed and done today and I'll solve those fueling issues. We got Brandon coming over in a little minute or so. If you see those splotches on the driveway, if you guys want to hear a story, when I told you guys that my car got towed, I helped the driver load it onto the bed and we made it home from work. When I made it home from work, I noticed, hey, why is there so much liquid on the bed? And then we hopped out and it turns out the way that he loaded the car onto the tow truck, the hook that he used to secure the car, he hooked it onto my LCA. There's a smaller hook at the end too that ended up piercing the oil pan, making it crack, and all the oil just dripped out onto the bed of the truck. And then when he dropped it off here, all the oil dripped out as well too. He did jack up the car, look underneath, and saw that the damage was on the oil pan and it lined up with that hook when we put it back up. So he admitted fault and everything like that. Thankfully, they took care of everything. It was not a hassle at all. They picked up the car at like 9 a.m. and then, or 7 a.m. And then he texted me or called me at around like 9 or 9:30 and he was like, hey, the car is done. Like, can I drop it back off for you? So honestly, good on them for taking care of that situation. It was really stressful for those couple of days, but like I said, we'll get it done. And thankfully, there was no pushback or anything on their part. They took care of it. It was fantastic. So yeah, I guess we got a free oil change out of that, which is kind of crazy, but no other major changes. There's some oil on the car when he was driving and I guess the oil flung itself at the car, but I'll get it cleaned up with the pressure washer. So while we're waiting for Brandon, I'll just go ahead and get the car prepped up. I've already taken the seat out, the rear seat, popped off this panel and then gotten those connectors off. So I'm gonna pop off this grommet next, and then so that way this whole lid can sit off to the side over here. It's gonna be annoying trying to work with it in the way. All right, this should just peel out of here. Oh, there we go. All right, slide this. Now you follow this wire, this is gonna lead to your low pressure fuel pump controller back here. There is a little bit of a clip that you'll have to pull towards you, so up towards the seat, and this will slide right out. So let me try it right here. So I'm gonna lift up this tab. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. Come on. There we go. Very dusty and very dirty. But that is that assembly out now. Last thing is just this fuel hose right here. It is pretty dirty, so we're gonna clean this up and then we'll get this locking ring out of the way. The whole lid is pretty dirty, honestly, so we're just gonna hit this with some compressed air and wipe it down, try to remove all that dirt so it doesn't drop into the tank. All right, watch out, fool. Oh wow. You're gonna take your screwdriver and a mallet. We're gonna get this locking ring out. Easy as that. Now for this fuel line right here, there's a locking tab right here. Okay. Thank you, sir. All right, yep, some fuel did come out. The car has been sitting for a while. Just gonna wrap this locking thing. This down here. All right. Remember, there is this orange gasket too. There's a wire right here. We're going to have to unplug first. One. Okay. There we go. Oh, did this come loose? So the pump was out, but one of the lines in there might have been loose. That could have been why we were having those fueling issues, but instead of putting the old pump back in, we're just gonna go ahead and put the new pump in so I know that it's all verified working parts, brand new, so we don't have that issue, and then figure out what's going on with the other pump. So we're connecting these hoses together. Oh, it doesn't clip all the way. There we go. That's two. Just working in reverse order now. Plug in the fuel line and all these connectors. Put this underneath back where it belongs as well too. Prime it up and hopefully we can do pulls. I'm gonna go prime her up and see if she makes some noise. So you guys stay here and watch the pump for me, please. Yeah. Alrighty folks, moment of truth. I'm gonna prime it one more time just to be sure. Let's try it. Woo! We're at a stable fuel pressure. Sounds like that's working fine. Hopefully there's no leaks. Wow, looks like there's no leaks. Brandon and I just got back from the drive. We tested out the pump. It was holding up fine. Right now we have it shut up, and as you can tell, the fuel pressure is rising to the requested set point while the car is off. So that is a good sign. On the weekend when I was driving the car, it was not raising up this high. It, at this point, was still stuck at 500 and 600. So this is definitely a good sign. Brandon and I are gonna go out for 2 minutes real quick. We're gonna pull in the car just to show you guys how she's running.